right? Break that mindset as you build this business, because it's just not going to happen. And I was on a call last night with Mr. Akim Bourne, and he said something that Leah said that was what was keys, right? Where you're talking about, the average person gets paid for work that they don't do, and that's at their job. We're so accustomed and programmed to be paid for something that we haven't done, because we go to work and do very minimal, knowing that at the end of the month, we're going to get paid a paycheck regardless. You can go and shirk the work, you can go and call in sick and all that good stuff, and you're still going to be paid that check, right? I'm speaking to somebody on this call, right? And here's what I want to tell you guys. That is not going to work in this industry. That is not going to work in life. The only thing that will pay you is production. Right? And I'm probably here to step on some toes tonight, because somebody needs their toes stepped on for them to move, right? The only thing that is going to pay you is production. You're not going to magically earn the income that you want to earn. I know everybody has got goals. We talk about it all the time. Write your vision down, make it plain, right? So that those who see it will run. That's the first step. But you see, just seeing it and not running is the work. Running is the action. If you don't act, right? If you don't act, you're not gonna see any results. Those goals that you would have written down, they're never gonna come into fruition, because you're not running. You just written goals down on a paper, get up and say and speak it and declare over your life every single day, but you ain't doing nothing. You gotta get to work, right? You gotta get to work, engage in, and if you don't know what the work is, connect with your upline sponsor and mentor. If you're not getting the results, connect with them. Because here's the next thing, here's what's happening is that a lot of people, they're not seeing the results, but you know who they're talking to? They're talking amongst themselves. They don't speak to their uplines. They don't speak to their sponsors. So they can't go to the next level, because they're so busy having conversations, or rather maybe complaining with those that are on the same level as them. And I remember I had to intentionally take myself out of that space where I connected more with my team than I did with my mentors. Right? I have made an intentional decision to connect more with my upline mentors than I do with my organization. You know why? Because that is where growth takes place. That is where growth takes place. Growth doesn't take place with me, just dealing with problems. Growth takes place when I find out from someone that is earning way more than I am how to deal with those problems. How to not have these problems. Yeah? And that's what a lot of you got to do, because you're spending so much time speaking with the wrong people. And again, we say all the time, environment is stronger than willpower. How many of you actually believe that, though? Because we say a lot of cool stuff, but our actions don't show that we believe it. We say a lot of things. It sounds cool. Ooh, that was a bomb. That was a nugget. But when it comes to doing, we ain't doing nothing. And this is terrible, that as an organization, right, as persons that have goals and dreams, as persons that are supposed to be running, we are walking. Some of us crawling. Some of us not even moving. And it's not that I can understand for persons that are actually trying to move, or trying to walk, but then there's some people that are just standing still, but expect to get to their destinations. We see a lot of things we see, man, but we talk. Listen, stop, and I want you guys to really, as you write this down, I want you to really like speak this over yourself, right? Don't let your mouth move faster than your feet. And as I'm talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself as well, right? Don't let your mouth move faster than your feet, because we get caught up in talking. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the next level. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is everything. It's gonna. And we don't do nothing. We don't move. We don't get to work. And I want to challenge you to stop talking, right? Stop talking and let your results scream. Like, I'm at the point right now that I'm like, listen, don't tell me. Just do it. Right? I don't want to be so caught up in what you're gonna. Right? I don't want to know all that you're gonna do. Just do. Right? Let's get to the doing part. Right? You're gonna hit the next level, perfect, do it. You're gonna do 5 presentations this week, perfect, do it. You're gonna prospect 4 individuals a day, perfect, do it. You're gonna invite the whole room to the event on the 15th, perfect, do it. Don't talk, do it. I want to see you do it. Right? That's it for me right now. Is do it. Whatever it is, just do it. Yeah, well, whatever it is that's going on right now, you got goals to reach. I'm gonna do 6 figures, perfect, do it. I'm gonna make 10 grand next month, do it. I'm gonna be the highest recruiter in the team, do it. I'm gonna go platinum 2000, do it. I'm gonna go P5000, do it. I'm gonna go C10, do it. And that's my mentality right now. Listen, just do it. Right? Just do it. Whatever it is, just do it. Because until you do, it will never be done. And it's that simple. Right? I can tell you this. The mindset of most of us on this call is probably right. Or a lot of us, let me say. A lot of us on this call, the mindset is right. But you see, the work ethic is wrong. The two ain't lining up. We gotta go hand in hand with everything. The mindset has to be right, and the work ethic gotta be right too. We just high on personal development and aren't personally developing. Because you guys know that's 2 different things. You could be engaged in personal development, but not personally developing. Because if you ain't doing, you ain't growing, you ain't personally developing. And like I said, like at the beginning of this call, I said, I'm going to be very straight up, straight to the point. A lot of us are not working. A lot of us are not doing. Somebody got to let you know that, man. And I hope that, by the time I'm finished here, you guys take this the right way and get to work. You take this the right way and do what's necessary to get results. And it's just a tragedy that, a lot of us are supposed to be, going to the next level, that's supposed to be doing this and doing that. You're not even on this call. You're not even plugged in. You're not even going to the events. How do we expect to grow if we don't engage in the activity? If we don't engage in growth? And I hope, man, like I said, that this sits well with somebody, and somebody, really gets to work after this information. Somebody really does run, after after coming off of this call, because it could be so easy to just come here every week, get a little gas up, get a little injection, and then you feel like, yeah, I want to take over the rest of the world, and that lasts up until Friday, right? That lasts up until Thursday, and then the rest of the week you're doing nothing. And again, I want to challenge you: are your goals, right? Are your goals worth the work ethic that you're putting in right now? What is it that you really want? Let me ask you guys real quick in the chat. What you're doing right now, right? Would you say the goals that you have is worthy of that work ethic? How many of you are putting in, you can say safely, you're putting in 100% every day? 100% every day. You can safely say, I'm putting in 100% in my business every day. How many of you will probably say about 90? What about 80? What about 80% every day? Somebody said I'd be lying to myself. I see that's the thing, is that you first gotta know, and they can respect that. Right? A lot of us, we know we could do better. Some of us, we saying 75, which means we are really working, but we want results now. We want our goals now. We want to get the success now. We want to hit ranks now. But you ain't doing the work. Right? You ain't doing the work. And there's a difference between activity and productivity. Because a lot of us are just doing. We're not doing the right things. Or rather, a lot of us are just doing, but then a lot of us are not getting things done. That's two different things. So stop talking. Right? Stop talking and get to work. Stop. I'm going to do this. Just do it. Just engage in the activity, in the production. Because that's the only thing. I want you guys to remember this. Production is the only thing that will pay you. There is nothing else. Works, faith without works is dead. What is death? What is death? Death, there's nothing with death. Faith without works is dead. I can't even say you got the faith, because how are you going to have faith but don't do? That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, man. So, with that being said, like I said, I just hope that somebody really gets off this call and just get to work. Just do what's required. Read the books. Like, you got leaders on this call that haven't even read the books as yet. These books lay out for you, give you the blueprint. But you're trying to draw the blueprint. When you've got the blueprint right there, just read it. And it gets, even as a leader, it gets frustrating. Let me say it, right? I don't want to be frustrated, but it gets frustrating when you went through a process and you're trained to not have other persons go through that process, right? Or rather go through that struggle. You're trying to help them shortcut their success. Because we see all the time, you can learn either from mistakes or you can learn from mentorship. But it seems like most people, they want to learn from mistakes. Don't learn from mistakes. You're taking a longer road. Learn from what myself and Akim are telling you. Learn from what Mr. David Imaniti and Chad Thompson and Stevenson Lindor and all the educators and trainers are telling you. That's mentorship. The faster you do that, the faster you get results. And that's where the frustration comes, because you guys know this. And despite, you still don't do it. And knowing and not doing means you don't really know. So I just want to reiterate here for you guys, like, do what is required. Success and results are going to come as a result. If you don't do what is required, it equals no results. It is that simple. That is it. Right? Treat this as though you could be fired. If you were not doing what is required at your job, you would be looking for another job. The problem is that some of you only spent $225 to get started. You didn't put $100,000 into this business. So you're not working it as such. You're working it as 225, because you know if you lose 225 out, okay, it's only 225. It's not the end of the world. I can bounce back. Treat it as though this is it's a multi-million-dollar business, but you're treating it with a $225 investment mindset. So like right now, some of you gotta kick yourself in the butt. And like I said, I'm talking to myself too. Right? Some of you gotta kick yourself in the butt because the potential that this opportunity has, you're undervaluing it. And as a result, you're underworking it. And as a result, you're gonna underproduce. You're not gonna get the results you want. So yeah, man, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna step out of the way, introduce my best friend, business partner, Mr. Akeem Bourne, fellow Chairman 10, and he's going to take it the rest of this call. So Akeem, are you on this line?
Yes, sir, Mr. Lashley. Can you hear me?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You take it away.
Awesome, man. Well, firstly, let me just give it back to both you and Ron, for doing an incredible job at just preparing the way and really just, creating an environment that gets individuals in the right frame of mind as for what I'm about to talk about tonight. Because the reality is that we're about to become a Chairman 25 organization. And over the years of being in the industry of network marketing and having massive success, having massive failures, what I would have noticed is that there's always a small percentage of individuals that get results in the industry. And for those of you that were on the leadership call last night, you guys know that I mentioned it very briefly at the beginning, that if you look closely in our group, the individuals that are ranking up, the individuals that are getting results, they are doing certain things that the majority of people are not doing. And I want to commend all of you who are on this call tonight, because it takes a certain mindset and it takes a certain understanding of who you are to plug into something that can help you get successful. Some people don't understand who they are and, what is required of them to get results that they want. And because of that, they can't recognize opportunity. They can't see the value in calls. They can't see the value in individuals. But you who come on to these calls every single Tuesday, those who take notes, and most importantly, those of you that implement what we teach, I am telling you, I can say this boldly, you are on the right track to get success. You are on the right train to get success as well, because if this vehicle is working, all of you guys know we have so many success stories in our group, in the company IM Mastery Academy. And if you're hearing my voice for the first time, I want to officially welcome you to the Takeover Transformation Tuesday call. We've been doing this call for the last almost 4 years straight, every single Tuesday, in equipping and educating individuals on how to become successful in the industry of network marketing. And we've seen many people that would have come through this platform, that would have implemented what we would have taught, get success in this industry and more importantly, in this business. So what I want to talk about tonight, guys, is the importance of building your business correctly. And I want you to get a pen and paper. You guys know Mr. Lashley always said at the beginning of his training, if you don't have pens and papers, get them right now. Because what I'm going to teach you, my mentor taught me. I was just going back through my notes and I saw this training and I said, you know what? This is a great training for right now, because it's one of those trainings that I believe it's one of those trainings that has the information in it to take you to another level. So this is what it's called, and this is what I want you to write at the top of your paper. If I build it, they will come. That's the topic. That's the heading. If I build it, they will come. How many of you guys have that written down already? If I build it, they will come. Let's see. If you have that written on your page, give me a 7 in the chat, because this call is about personal responsibility. If I build it, they will come. This is a network marketing principle. This is a network marketing law. The reality is that a lot of people think that they have to wait until the right person joins their organization, the right individual. Some people are waiting for a Kai. Some people are waiting for Akeem. Some people are waiting for a Tammy. People say, man, if I had a Danis in my group, my business would go to the next level. This is what I want to tell you, and this is the truth. I've seen this in my life personally. Until we understand that it takes personal growth and it takes becoming the type of individual that's worthy, that deserves the goals that we want, then the individuals that we want to join our group, the success that we want to have, it is not going to come. The journey that all of us have to take, and it's so important that you understand this, each of us, we have a journey to take. But what's unique to know is that everybody's journey is going to look different, but everyone has a journey. Everyone has a prerequisite that they need to go through in order to achieve the goal. Your journey is your prerequisite to your goal. You know that how at university, in order for you to do a particular subject, you have prerequisites. You have particular courses that you had to do before you get the results. Your journey is what you need to go through before you actually achieve the goal. And it's so important that you understand that, because many of us, we're trying to avoid the journey. We're trying to avoid the process. And you have to go through the process. You have to grow through the process as well, so that you can become, because it's in the process that you change, you know, you guys know that, right? In the process is when your life changes. Is when things begin to shift for you, when you make a decision that I am going to enjoy my process. I'm going to go through it. I love what Ron said a couple of years ago, to be honest. He said, don't just trust the process. You want to trust your process. Please write that down, because your process is going to look different to Alan's. Your process is going to look different to Gavin's, Tammy's, Kai's, Leah's, Renee's, Tiffany's. It's going to look different. But this is what I know, that in order for you to achieve the goals that you have set, then you're going to have to go through so that you can get what it is that you want. So here's the first thing, guys. I want you to write down that this business is built 3 times. Please write that down. Because in building it first, people are going to come. But you're going to have to build this business 3 times. And a lot of people don't understand that. They think that this is one of those opportunities where you're going to just join and, overnight you're going to get success. You think that you're going to get rich quick. But when you don't get rich quick, you quit. And I said this probably either last week or week before. We cannot just be 30-day entrepreneurs. Your dreams are worth more than 30 days. Your family are worth more than 30 days. Your debt is worth more than 30 days. Whatever reason you got involved in this business for is worth more than 30 days. So if you're thinking about quitting after your first 30 days, you're not really serious about the goals that you have set and the things that you want. I hear people say they got involved. Somebody messaged me on Instagram today. They're tired of experiencing a life of poverty and struggle, and they want to do this for not just them, but for their son. And I'm like, all right, I feel you, I understand. But what always amazes me is that when they get involved in the opportunity, which is commendable, because many people don't get involved. A lot of people are watching from the sidelines. And I want you to write this down. There are a lot of people who are watching from the sidelines that are in the game. How is that even possible? How can you be watching from the sidelines, but you're in the game as well? Kai mentioned it. There's so many people that don't do anything at all to build their business, and they're watching Tammy because she's a great leader. She's charismatic. She's inspirational. And they're focused on Tammy's story, and they're watching her channel, not knowing that they have their own channel and somebody wants to watch them. They're on the sidelines, although they're in the game. And you got to understand, guys, that the only way you're going to have success, not just in this business, but in life, is if you understand that you are the main character. Please write that down. You are the main character in your life. You are, because it's your life. Kai can't live your life for you. Kai can't play your character. If Kai was trying to play your character, you know what that would be called? That's called an identity crisis. Look at what Mario said. Some people are extras in their own movie. And we don't want that. We want you to understand that in order for you to have a massive success in this industry, to have massive success in this business, you're going to have to become the main character. You're going to have to take control of your life and steer it in the direction that you want it to go. Leaders don't let life happen to them. They determine where their life goes. They set goals and chart their path towards success because success is always by design. So here's the first thing, guys. This is the first way that you have to build your business. You have got to first build it in your mind. Now, this is a major key. A lot of people fall down at this first point. You have got to build it in your mind. You're going to have to build it 3 times. And this is the first way or the first place that you're going to have to build your business. Now, let me ask you guys a question. And we need to be honest here. How many of us on this line can be honest enough to say that we have negative thoughts every single day? How many of you guys have negative thoughts every single day? If you have negative thoughts every single day, say, I do. Absolutely. Everyone on this line at some point in time during the day has a negative thought. And let me help you define what a negative thought is. A negative thought is a thought that goes against your goals, your dreams, and you becoming the type of individual that you want to become. Anything that's not anything that's not congruent and in a conjunction with where you want to go is a negative thought. And this is important to understand, that how we deal with the negative thoughts determine where our life goes and how our life creates, how our life unfolds. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you're thinking negative thoughts every single day, what do you think is going to happen? If every single day, all I can do is think about negative things concerning my business, negative things concerning my family, negative things concerning everything that's happening around me, the only result that's going to come from that is a negative result. It's highly impossible to have a positive result with a negative seed that was sown. This is why we have to be so mindful of who we're hanging around, who we're listening to, who's really painting the picture on the canvas of our mind. Because whether you know it or not, your thoughts are not don't just come from you. And if you read the book Think and Grow Rich, if you read the book Magic of Believing, you'll understand what I'm saying here. Your thoughts, they don't just come from you. Your thoughts come from 5 places. I'm not going to go into that right now, but you should do some research on that to see where your thoughts come from. But if you're going to build your business in your mind, here's a simple key. You want to be positive about what your business is going to look like. You're going to have to program your mind for success. How do you do that? How do you program your mind for success? How do I know if this person that I'm speaking to or I'm mentoring has programmed their mind for success? How do I know? How do I know that Renee has been programmed for success? How do I know that Stefan or Tammy or Denise, before they had the results, how did I know that they were going to have the results? Anybody knows? For those of you who have people in your group, when you enroll someone, how do you know if this person is ready to be successful or not? How do you know? Or let me ask you this. How do you know if you're ready to be successful or not? Anyone? The activity, what they do. Because what we do shows what we really believe, And what we believe is a reflection of what's happening in our mind. Because our thoughts, they make up our belief system. This is why when you hear David Imanitie talk about faith and belief It's because he understands what makes up his belief system, what makes up our belief system, which then translates into actions, which then translates into activity. So when I hear somebody tells me, listen, I just got started, I'm going to go chairman in 30 days. I'm going to go chairman in 90 days. But then when I check in with them at the end of the week, they haven't even written their list of 150 people. They haven't come out to any of the events. They don't come on these calls. They try to do everything by themselves. Their mind is their mentor. And I'm going to tell you this. If your mind is your mentor, you're going to get the results that you have. Catch that. Catch what I said. You're going to get the results that you have, not that you want. If your mind is your mentor, you're going to get the results that you already have, not the ones that you want. And there's so many people that are listening to themselves and wondering why they're not reaching their goals. They're wondering why they're not getting the results that they want. It's because they're listening to their self. This is what self says. Self says, I didn't make any money in my first month, so I'm going to have to take a break from this opportunity. Self says that the signals group does not send out enough signals during the day, so I'm going to, start trading on my own because I think that I need more signals on a daily basis. Self says that, I don't need to come out to these Sunday meetings because every single Sunday, Akim and Kai, they say the same presentation over and over. It's nothing new. Self says that I don't need to come on this call because all they do is talk about mindset and how to become a better recruiter, and I want to learn how to trade, but I don't understand that before I can become a successful trader, I need to have my mindset in order, because success as a trader is 90% mental, 10% skill. That's what self says, Self tells us all the things that we want to hear to keep us with the results that we have. Please write that down. Because when I figured out that myself is just going to keep me in my comfort zone, and I can't get the results that I want inside my comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. And if you're comfortable right now, if I'm comfortable right now, that's the brokest place I'll ever be. Because your results are going to come outside of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. So you got to program your mind for success. You got to listen to the audios. How many of you guys on this line, you do personal development? Now, I know there's somebody on this line that don't know what personal development is. But if you do personal development, I want you to put a me in the chat. Because these are the facts about this industry. This is a personal development program with a compensation plan. So, and this is from trading as well, This is why some people, they just can't seem to make any money from trading. It's because they're not growing as an individual. And your income always matches your personal development. Your level of personal development always matches your income. And this is why, when I think about it, jobs are so devious. Because a job is designed to keep you at one level with the anticipation that if you do, certain things that you may get a promotion, you may get a raise. But catch this, the job conditions us into functioning at a low level and still being compensated for it. And that's not how this thing works. Why do you think some people are able to make 500,000 US dollars a month? You think that David Imanitia functions at a low level? Or you think David functions at a high level? You know that David, and it's just amazing, 16 years in the industry. When he first got involved, he made no money at all. And then after his second year, third year, as he began to learn the skills, listen to the audios, practice what he was hearing, present the opportunity, as he began to grow, you know what happened? Somebody tell me what happened. As he began to grow, what else you thought grew with him? His hair? Not his hair. Not his beard. I wish my beard would grow the same way that I'm growing. Just like this is a side joke. But yes, his business, his income grew as he was growing in the business. So you got to program your mind for success. Here's this next point that I have. Do not let your inspiration become your frustration. Now, this is a major key. This is a major key. Please write that down. Do not let your inspiration become your frustration, because as you begin to build this business in your mind, as you begin to visualize, as you begin to see yourself speaking on the stage, as you begin to see your back office saying, you know, Chairman 50 Mario, or Chairman 10, or Platinum 5000, whatever you begin to visualize, and you start to engage in the activity, please write this down. It is not going to manifest itself in the same day. It's not going to manifest itself in the same month. All we do is sow the seeds. All we do is plant. The harvest comes when the time is right. But you've got to understand that the goal has already been accomplished the moment that you write it down. So in understanding that, when I hear that Riyadh ranked Chairman 50, when I hear that Justin Owens ranked Chairman 100, when I hear that my mentor Chad Thompson ranked Chairman 100, that inspiration should not allow me to become frustrated, because I understand that it's already done. When I hear that somebody that I enrolled made 6 figures from trading and I haven't even made $10,000 as yet, or let's make it even more realistic. Let's make it even more realistic. Tammy enrolled Ashira. Ashira is one of our 6-figure earners in the group. When Ashira made her 6 figures, Tammy didn't make 6 figures as yet, and she could have become frustrated. She could have become negative towards Ashira, negative towards his opportunity, but she understood the laws. She understood that frustration is a sign of ungratefulness. Please write that down. And when I become ungrateful, success moves away from me. Please write that down. When I become ungrateful, success moves away from me. Gratitude is the seed for more. Gratitude is what attracts what it is that we want. We can never have more without first being grateful for what we have. You better write that down, because when that came to me, I said, okay, I came. At that point in time, Platinum 5000, trying to go Chairman 10. And I was like, all right, why we don't hurry up and hit Chairman 10 though? And I just realized, but Hakeem, the reason why you don't hit Chairman 10 though is because you're not grateful for the P5 check. You're so focused on the goal that you're not appreciative of what you have right now. And there's some of us that we know that we can feel it on the inside of us that we're destined for great things, but we're only a Platinum 1000, or we're only a Platinum 600, or we're only a Platinum 150, or let's make it real, we're not even a rank in the business as yet. But what ends up happening is that we get in the wrong attitude, we get in the wrong vibration, we get in the wrong state, the wrong frame of mind. And because we're in the wrong frame of mind, those thoughts that we have, which are tangible things, our thoughts that we have, which are real, they're real, you know, they begin to look for the matching equivalent. Negativity, problems in your business, you're complaining about problems in your business, guess what's going to happen? More problems. More problems. I mean, I can't wait till we speak on the stage at Chairman 25 to share our story. I know we did a big event in Barbados, 6,000 people. And after that event, our numbers went backwards. Can you believe that? And because our numbers were going backwards, we began to speak about numbers going backwards. We began to complain. We had a leadership meeting, and one of the leaders in the group was complaining. And later, a couple months later, we found out that they were saying all these things about us, and it was just so much negativity in our group. And do you know that that reflected in the results that we had in our business? Because we created our world with our words. So you got to be mindful that in building your business in your mind, which is your thoughts, you don't have negative thoughts that then come out in your words. Because if you're saying, I don't ever sign up a leader. Every time I sign up someone, all they want to do is focus on trading. Whenever I sign up someone, they don't even last 30 days. Whenever I sign up someone, they can't pay their monthly subscription. You know that all of those words that you're using are affecting your business? This is why it's so important. And I mentioned this last night on the leadership call that we have got to make sure that we are continuously speaking our goals, because there's so many people that are speaking our failures. There's so many people that are speaking against us, and we got to make sure that we are not speaking against us as well. Please write that down. That just came to me. So many people are speaking against us. What a tragedy it would be if we speak against ourselves as well. Why would we do that? That's how we lose twice. You don't want to do that. If so many people are speaking against you, speak things that are for you. I'm so happy and grateful now that new and successful people join my business every single day. I'm so happy and grateful now that I attract leaders in large and increasing quantities. I'm so happy and grateful now that leaders join my business and attract other leaders to them. What are you happy and grateful now for? Because whatever's in your mind concerning your business is what you're going to put out. It's what you're going to attract. It's what is going to come to you, because we attract what we are. So that's the first place you build this business. Here's the second place you build this business. You write it on paper. Look at what somebody said. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Imagine this. A man divided against himself, what do you think happens to him? If a house which represents more than one, if a man divided against himself, what do you think happens? That's a powerful point. But let's talk about number two. You're going to build this business on paper. You got to write it down. And this is where a lot of people fall down. We told individuals get their goal cards. We told individuals to write the vision down, make it plain, so whoever sees it will run. We told individuals, get your vision board, but don't just get your vision board, create a vision environment. Now, this is next level leadership here, because if you think your vision board is just going to help you get success, it's more than that. And this is part of the laws of goal achievement. This is a whole different training, whole different teaching. Goal setting is the beginning, but a lot of people don't get past that because they don't understand how to goal achieve. Every goal that you set, do you know that you can achieve it? Every goal that you set, it's already yours, you know. But many people don't know the process of goal achievement. And what happens is that they just get a vision board, they just write their goals down, and they think that's the end all and be all. But that's not it. I want to tell you, one small component of goal achievement is you must have a vision environment. If your goal, if on your vision board, you've got that you want to get married, or you want to get a Mercedes Benz, or you want to drive a Maserati, or you want to drive a Ferrari, or you want to go to Dubai. How do you create that environment? How do you get in the right vibration? I'm gonna tell you this, and this is a real example. I had on my vision board that I was going to buy a truck, a Hilux, right? 2017 one or 2016 one, I can't remember. But this is the point, right? Before I got the car, I knew what it felt like to drive the car. I knew what the inside looked like because I spoke to people that had Hiluxes. I spoke to people, that obviously have those types of vehicles. I sat in them. I knew what the leather felt like. I did my research. There was a point in time, and Kai can attest to this. I was going to buy a Mercedes, and we were at this store, and I was just watching Mercedes videos. I did this CLA 45. I was just caught up on this Mercedes because it was on my vision board. Those of you that hang out with me, at the screensaver, the background of my laptop is the inside of the CLA. The inside of the CLA. And I'm saying all that to say that the environment, this is a key here. This is one of the components that firms up our belief system. And it helps with goal achievement, because if I am on the right frequency, if I'm vibrating at the same level, if I'm at the same state as an individual that has a Mercedes Benz, guess what? A Mercedes Benz has no choice but to come to me. And some of you are not going to understand that, but I want to emphasize, if you read the book, Think and Grow Rich, if you read the book, Magic of Believing, if you read the book, The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, this will make so much sense to you. And then you will really understand that what we think about, we bring about. What we focus on always expands, And because it's in my mind, look at what Leah said. I was talking about it often. I had no choice but to talk about it often because it was on the inside of me. And this is real talk. This is real talk. So when you build it on paper, this is some of the practical things, because this is where a lot of people fall down, right? You got to study the compensation plan. You got to know, especially if you're building your business and your goal is to rank up, you got to know how much people it requires, how many customers it requires to go platinum 600. How many customers it requires to go platinum 1000, platinum 2000, platinum 5000. I mean, it might seem so simple, but this is where a lot of people fall down. A lot of people don't know the compensation plan in their market's life. And they're saying they want to go chairman, but they don't understand how the compensation plan works. They don't understand how to get to chairman because they have not designed the success. They have not built it on paper. You got to write it down. And what I have here, as I'm looking at my notes, I have at least try to make your money back. Well, that's a big thing. Because if people understood that in building this business, in designing success, that because it's a business, one of the first laws of investing or starting a business, let's make it very practical, is to get your money back. It's to break even. A lot of people just throw away money every single day. That's why in the compensation plan, not in the compensation plan, the presentation, when I hear people say, you know, oh, $165 a month, another bill, I'm like, listen, you have the wrong mentality about this thing. And, you know, it's not even about $165 a month. It's not about losing money. You know, people talk about, oh, you can lose money from trading. Absolutely. You're losing money every single day and you don't even know. You're throwing away money every single day and you don't know. People join this opportunity and don't even try to make back the $225 US that they invested. Can you believe that? Don't even try to get back the money though. Don't even try to at least go 2 and 3, and then they wonder why then they leave the opportunity and they still continue to struggle. It's because it's a mentality that's driving your actions, that's driving your activity. If you have not made back your 225 US as yet, that should be your first goal, to break even. Because why would you not want back your money? I mean, like, this just crossed my mind. Like, why would I even want to quit at all? But here's the thing. If you feel as though you want to quit, at least make back your money first so that you haven't really lost. Because it's amazing the amount of people that just every single month join this opportunity and the following month, bam, fall off and didn't even make back the money. You could have given that money to the homeless, or this is what you could have done. You could have set that money on fire and just left it there. Because that's all you did. You just wasted the money. So this is why you got to build it on paper. You got to design it. The first goal should be to get back your money. Love what Kai mentioned before too. He said, you know, one of the things he realized is that he was spending more time talking to his team than to his upline. And when he made a shift, his business began to take off. It's the same thing here. If you're talking too much, or if you're talking to your team more than you're talking to your upline, then what do you think is going to happen? That's why in my book, I talk about managing management mode, because there's a need for management mode, you know, where you need to talk to your team, where you need to manage your business. But that has to be 20% of the time, or based on the size of your organization, the time that you allocate to your team must never outweigh the income producing activities. And this is leadership talk here, because not everyone is ready for this level of conversation. You don't want to be a manager in this business. That's not what you get paid to do. You get paid to produce. Yes, you get paid to lead. You get paid to manage. And it's so important that we understand leadership and management, two different things. Two different things. But I don't manage my business more than I build my business. Because if I manage my business more than I build my business, you know what happens? My business does not grow. Management is about assessment to see what's going on so that you can create a plan to grow it. So you have to manage your business. But if you don't have a plan to grow it, it doesn't matter how much management you do, your business is not going to grow. So you got to understand, you got to connect with your upline and create a game plan to help you win. And this is so important, right? As a leader, I can just be so frank. I do not waste time. You know how many people tell me, message me, they want me to be their mentor. They want me to help them with this. They tell me they're going to do this, they're going to do that. And I say, okay, no problem. And I give the first order or the first responsibility. And if you do not fulfill that, and I learned this from Chad Thompson, because as a leader that's building a large organization, our time is very important. And if I spend a lot of time with an individual that is wasting the time, that could have gone to a leader that's about to break platinum 5,000 or a leader that's about to break platinum 150. That's why we don't waste time with individuals who are not engaged in the activity, If you talk, but I don't see you doing the calls, I don't see you at the events, I don't see you on the I don't see you at the presentations, then I just show you love, but as it relates to this business, I don't allocate my time to you because that's not an income producing activity. We can hang out on a Saturday, we can talk about basketball and all the other things. But if you want me to mentor you and get success in this business, then we need to be doing the activity that's relevant to this business. So you got to build it on paper. You got to write it down. How many of you guys have the getting started document? And at the end of the getting started document, there's a chart, a flow chart that has the ranks from P150 right up to platinum 1,000. How many of you guys have that chart? Let's see. Because that's what you should be doing. You should be using that chart as a guide. If you're not a platinum 1,000 as yet, I want to shout out Rudy, because Rudy is a phenomenal leader and he's great at managing his time and his activity in terms of his business. I can only speak on that. I'm not sure how he does it in other areas of his life. But there was a period of time where it was just, pouring into Rudy and his group and placing people in his organization to help him rank up. And Rudy was so sharp. When I tell you, this man is so sharp on just knowing where people are and which leg is the strong leg, which leg is the weak leg, if to put that person there or not. Guys, Rudy is not a platinum 1,000 heading to platinum 2,000 by chance, This guy has designed it. Rudy probably has, and I know I can say this boldly, Rudy probably still has his chart on his wall with his organization mapped out so he knows exactly where people are and who he needs to work with because of what. And I like to talk about Rudy because Rudy sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Rudy is it's guaranteed that Rudy's gonna post something motivational and inspirational every single day in the group. Somebody may say it may be annoying, somebody may say it every single day. So that's what I noticed. Let me tell you what I see as a leader. I see consistency. I'm teaching you guys as leaders what you need to be looking for. I see consistency, because if you can be consistent in that area, then the same energy can translate into his business. And that's why Rudy's where he's at today, because he's consistent in that area. Rudy does that subconsciously. And this is a key here. Please write this down. If you want to have success in any area of your life, find out how to engage in certain activities subconsciously. When I realized that I have no issue getting up every single day and taking a shower, brushing my teeth, getting something to eat, because I do those activities subconsciously. So I can do it I can get up and all right, before I leave home, I'm gonna have to take a shower. I'm gonna have to brush my teeth. I'm gonna have to iron my clothes. Those activities are subconscious to me. And that's why I can do it over and over without feeling like it's a burden. If you want to have success in this business, find a way to have the activity happen subconsciously. I recruit subconsciously. I lead subconsciously. I inspire subconsciously. It's a lifestyle, like Ashley said. It's part of who you are. And until we decide to make success our lifestyle, then you know what will be the lifestyle for us? Failure. And that's why people have failure cycles over and over. They do the same thing, and then they wonder why 2018 looks just like 2019, or why 2019 is going to look just like 2020. I want to tell you guys this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you have not started designing your 2020 as yet, it is going to look exactly like how 2019 looked. It's going to look just like how 2019 looked. And this is why leaders, as I say, we live in the future, Because in living in the future, it forces me to think ahead. It forces me to see where I want to go and create a game plan, a map to get there. Because this is the truth. 10 years from now, you will arrive. The question is where? Where will you arrive? Because you're going to arrive somewhere. So you got to have a game plan. So let's see who's been paying attention so far. Where's the first place that you build it? Where's the first place you build this business? In your mind. Where's the second place you build it? On paper, you got to write it down. After I visualize and I build it in my mind, I see myself as a chairman. We saw ourselves as chairman before we got involved in this opportunity. It was like, all right, we need to go to 6 figures as fast as possible. Because that just made the most sense to me. Why would I join to not be part of the elite? Listen to the mindset, guys, of a winner. Why would we join to not be part of the elite group? Why would we join this opportunity to just be another face in the crowd? To just be another person at convention jumping up, hey, I am a chairman. I am a chairman. I don't want to be a regular degular though. I don't want to be a basic person. So in understanding that, I need to do what will separate me from the basic individual, the average individual. I need to become part of the elite. And I did a training on TTT a couple months ago too on the mentality of the elite. When you think of Kobe Bryant, when you think of Michael Jordan, when you think of LeBron James, when you think of David IML-Takeover, those people aren't thinking about being regular individuals because they know that they're not. What do you think Dre is going to say? He got to watch his back because he's not just anybody. He's not a regular person. You're not a regular person, or are you? Or are you? Are you just a regular person? And if you see yourself as just a plain old Joe Small or Jane Payne, and this is what I will say, you're going to have plain old Joe Small results. You're going to have plain old regular degular results. And I'm challenging some of us on the line right now because until we can see ourselves as valuable, the world is not going to see us that way. Because that's what happens, you know. The world sees us how we see ourselves. And if you're not confident, that's why the self-confidence formula is so important. Think and Grow Rich underneath the chapter of faith. We spoke about that last night on our leadership call. David IML-Takeover, Chairman 500, today talks about that exact same thing. The self-confidence formula in Think and Grow Rich under the chapter called faith. Then lastly, guys, number 3, you have to literally know, go out and build it in the physical. Now, this is the activity. This is where a lot of people fall down. This is where a lot of people don't like because they're lazy. A lot of people don't like to do what's required because they would rather do nothing. It's easier to do nothing than it is to genuinely stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone so you can get the results that you have. So here's how you actually build it in person. And it is categorized, or these things fit into 3 main categories called the 3 P's of building your business. This is what is called phase 1. Leaders would have heard this term before, staying in phase 1, staying in launch mode. It's the 3 P's. How many of you guys on this line know what the 3 P's are? If you know what the 3 P's are, put it in the chat. This is all you ever need to do. Everything in network marketing fits into these 3 categories. How many of you know what the 3 P's are? Let's see who's been paying attention, because we went through this earlier up. Yeah. Prospecting, presenting, promoting. If you can master these 3 things, I am telling you this, you will make 6 figures and above. Because all I ever do is prospect or recruit. Prospect means to go out there and look for new customers to join your business. If you are in this opportunity and you are full-time, then you need to be sharing this business and presenting this opportunity minimum of 4 times a night. 4 times a week, sorry. Whoa, 4 times a night. Let's go. Who's ready for 4 times a night activity? When Kai and myself, when we first got involved in this company, iMarkets Live, we wanted to go chairman. We have presentations happening every single day. Every single day. Who's ready for that kind of activity? That kind of prospecting? Share the opportunity with individuals, whether it's cold market, warm market. Who's ready for that kind of activity? Because until we get to that point where we are really committed to doing what's required and sharing the plan, if we are not sharing the plan, then guess what? The plan can't work for you. Please write that down. The plan can't work for me if I don't work the plan. The plan cannot work for me if I don't work the plan. So that's prospecting. We gotta be sharing the opportunity minimum 4 times a week. Then there's presenting. This is important. If you want to make 6 figures and above in this opportunity, you gotta know how to present. You gotta know how to speak in front of the room. You gotta know how to articulate the presentation in a manner that makes people interested in getting started. You gotta learn the skills. That's why coming to the events on Sunday here in Barbados, if you're from Barbados, are so important, because every single Sunday we show you we show you what you need to do to make 6 figures. We give you a sneak peek into how to present the opportunity, and it's the presentations that cause you to grow. You guys know this. If you do something over and over and over, you get better at it. If you look at the word again, in the word again is the word gain. Every single time you do something again, guess what? You get again. You get better. Something happens. You improve. And that's why you got to be anxious. Well, not anxious, that's not the right word. You got to be excited to present. Every single Sunday, I was talking to my friend Mikey at the beginning of the presentation that we did on Sunday. And, me and Mikey was talking. I told him, man, every time I present, just before, I feel nervous. I feel nervous, but watch this. Although I feel nervous, the excitement and the energy and the drive for impact, the amount of lives that are being transformed through this opportunity inspires me to overcome the little nervousness that I have. People will say they can't believe that I'm nervous, but I'm telling you, I feel nervous every single time. There was a period of my life where the nervousness would get the best of me, especially when it came to presenting in this particular sphere. And as I began to do it over and over and over and over and again and again and again, that's why faith is like a muscle too, because every single time I step out in faith, it increases. Faith is a muscle. And if you don't have the faith to step out and present, the faith to step out and prospect, then your business is not going to grow. Here's the last P, promoting. If you don't promote the opportunities, guys, if you don't promote the calls, if you don't promote the presentations, if you don't promote yourself, that's the key for a leader on the line. If you have not gotten a new photo shoot done as yet, if you have not bought a suit, if you have not got your hair done, got your makeup done, got your nails done, if you have not begun to brand yourself as a leader and promote yourself as a person that can help people win, then guess what? Nobody will want to work with you or help, or nobody's going to ask you to help them win, because they don't know that you can do that. You're not promoting yourself. You're not promoting the opportunity. And this is why, if you look, the individuals that are getting the results, like the Tammys, the Gavins, the Danices, the Leahs, the Kais, look at what they're doing. People know who they are, People know who they are. People know who Tammy is. People know who Akeem Bourne is. People know who Danny Hines is. And it's not just because, yes, we're making money from the opportunity, so we stand in front of the room. No, people know about us even before they come to the presentations. Are you running sponsored ads? Are you putting yourself out there so that people can see you? Because if people can't see you, then guess what? They don't know that you're in this business and they can't join with you. Guys, success is predictable. Based on the individual's ability to do these things, we can determine if they're going to be successful or not. based on the ability to not do these things, then we know, all right, that's what I say all the time. I'm always looking for a leadership capacity, leadership potential. I look for the budding virtues, the vision for value. I'm always looking for the value in individuals, because the value is what I can pull on and start there first to help them grow. And once I can help them grow, then guess what? I can help my organization grow as well. So with that being said, guys, this is where my training ends. And this is what I want to do really quickly. For those of you that are on the line, we have a presentation that happens right now at 9:30. If you know that you want to actually go out and build your business, you understand that presenting is part of one of the 3 P's. Stay on the line. Look at how the leaders present the opportunity. Tonight, without a shadow of a doubt, Rudy is going to be presenting, as well as Gavin Robinson. They both do a phenomenal job. Rudy has been improving. Gavin has been improving. All of us have been improving at sharing the plan. If you want to, at some point in time, share the plan and present, stay on the line and learn and see how leaders present so you can do it, not just like them, but even better. You want to learn from people that already have the skills that you want. Stay on the line. So guys, this is where the training ends. This is where the call ends for the Takeover Transformation Tuesday call. I want to thank all of you for being on the line. It was a phenomenal time. I hope all of you guys take notes. We're going to be here next week, same place, same time. I'm going to see if I can get David Imanitie to come on to the call just to prepare us for him coming to Barbados on Thursday and Friday. So you don't want to miss the TTT next week. I'm telling you, because if you do, then you might miss that key that can change your life. So that being said, guys, have a great evening, everyone. See you guys the same place, same time next week, Tuesday, on the Takeover Transformation Tuesday call. Gavin or Rudy, let me see if I can make you guys the hosts so that we can get this ball rolling. So have a great evening, everyone. You can hop off if you want. I think we have guests on the line already. So if you are a guest, we're going to get started in a few. Have a great evening, everyone.